like everything's fine now. Right, okay, it looks like I am now live. So we do, of course, require the standard Monday Club song. If you go up to the loft today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes, 'cause Jenny Kirk just isn't there. Where's she gone? No one can say. I am making these lyrics up as I go. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Monday Club. Jenny, unfortunately, cannot be with us tonight. It's one of those situations where, due to a last-minute change in her work, she is now unavailable. She will be back next week, but because we don't want to leave you without a Monday Club, I know a lot of people, they write in and say that this is something that they look forward to, and lots of people are see it as like their group, their club, which is exactly what we wanted. Then we couldn't leave you without an episode. So I'm here to step in and say, I'm going to help out, make sure that the club is still here so we can all still have our chat and everyone can still be happy and talk to each other. It's just that we haven't got a Jenny Kirk tonight. If she shows up, that would be nice, but I doubt she will because, unfortunately, work is called. So, as you might see, a few people have been wondering, am I going to be running any trains tonight? Well, we're in my office, let's put it that way. This is where I host Game Hammer Classic Gaming and also take part in A Question of Trek, the Star Trek show. So I'm going to show you my office. Hello there. And so it's a very different situation. There aren't any trains in here. There are a few. There are a few train-related computer games and console games, and perhaps we'll get into those later on. But for the moment, this is it, and we're going to be talking about the news and talking about all of your layouts as usual. That part of the Monday Club is not changing, so I'm going to move back over here so I can see what you guys are saying. Who's in the chat today? Well, who have we got? Thank you for all the kind words, by the way, where everyone's saying good luck. I'm going to need it. So, Finley Carden, hello, and he says, oh my gosh, can't wait for this. I hope it's going to be okay. Ian White says, what's going on with the Covered Monkey takeover? Has Jenny been overthrown? No, Jenny is unfortunately unavailable today, so we'll just have to wait and see. Actually, I've got this on live top chat. I need it on live chat. Oh no, mouse, don't break. I said chat, not cat. Come on, give me my mouse won't work. Oh, don't tell me that we lost the mouse already. Right. Thankfully, we are in my office. I have emergency batteries because I am prepared for this kind of situation. Do I have the mouse back? Nope, the mouse is totally gone. Oh no, I saw a message come up. Guys, I'll be back with you in a moment. No, no, my keyboard's gone as well. What are you doing to me, world? Oh my goodness. Right, I've got the mouse back so I can now go to live chat. Have I missed anything with it being on top chat instead of live? Oh my goodness. So, Patrick Ling says, let the takeover begin. Flammer Chairman 1 says, good evening. Hello to everyone as well. Everyone, if I don't get you, I'm sorry. It's just that everything's gone a bit weird on the chat. Hello to Mel's. Hello to Aiden's Railways. Does Zoe get pizza tonight for hosting the show? If I wanted pizza, I would order it. But to be honest with you, I've got an awful lot to do here and a lot of shoes to fill. So, big floppy clown shoes. So, Jenny will not know about this unless she reads back. And if she does, I am in trouble. Davil says, good evening everyone, had an electrical problem today and the assistance from Gauge Master has been excellent. Well, that's good news. As long as you're getting things fixed, that's excellent customer service. Excellent. Tim's Model Railway in different videos says Nosworth Dar. Is it Dar? Yes, I think it is. Patrick Ling says, hurrah. Iron Horse says, evening Zoe. Peter Jackson, hi to everyone and good luck Zoe. Thank you Peter Jackson, and great Lord of the Rings films as well. Did love them. It's probably not the same Peter Jackson, but I'm going to say it anyway, just in case. Mel says, hello again. Flymer Chairman 1. Jamie Smith says, tickle that like bell. Yes, tickle the notification bell. You'll need it to know when we're live. And click like. Flymer Chairman 1 again. Leslie Gilpin. The ads. I know, but it's how we support the channel. A lot of people understand why, but there are certain people that I've noticed, and it's not you guys. it's never you guys, but I do check other channels because I'm very protective of Jen, as you might understand. I'm protective of my wife, and some people do make little side comments and things about why we have ads and things. The simple fact is, the ads from the ad revenue on the YouTube channel pay for me to take time off from other work to edit her videos and make sure the behind the scenes stuff works. And that's why they're here. If we didn't have ads, we wouldn't have the same bottom kicking pace, as Jen calls it, to keep the stuff coming out. Where are we up to? Sorry. Dominic Z, hello to our Kickline correspondent. Houston, WHAP, good evening, everyone. Where's Jenny? Jenny is at work, so sorry about that. The Closet Branch, hello. Don't recognize your name. Are you new? If you are, welcome. If you're not, sorry. Hi. Valleys 56XX, I recognize that name and icon. Did we say... I can't remember. I think you're... If you're the guy that won the t-shirt, I am so sorry. I'm terrible with names. Then it is on its way. I did order that for you. Phil Metcalf, hi. Larry Rogers says, my first Monday club since I retired last Friday. Happy Monday. Happy retirement. Hope you're doing okay. I think I've got everyone. Robert Becking, hello. Ruben Ashwell, brilliant Monday club song cover. Thank you. Split Rock 323, hello. Iron Horse Railways, hello. Alistair Boyd and John Nelson, hello to both of you. Wamgok, I do recognise your name as well. Alan Reynolds, PVC Jacob, Aaron. Okay, I'm going to scroll down now because I have no idea what's going on with the actual chat. Peter Jackson says, haha, unfortunately I'm not Peter Jackson. I wish I was. Iron Horse says, ads are a part of YouTube. I'd rather you make some cash as well as just YouTube. Yeah, Dongit has a very good point, though. Simple fact is that you're one of the lucky few who still qualify for getting the ad revenue. They still run ads on everyone else's channel. Oh, I know that so well. I have a second I have two channels. Actually, I technically have three. Two channels that most go on. And Game Hammer was monetized until the big adpocalypse, as they say. Then Game Hammer was monetized, and then all of a sudden, apparently we just didn't qualify anymore, and the monetization just disappeared. So it's like, well, thank you very much, but I still see adverts on it, and so I see them on my vlog channel as well. Worthington Model Railway says, yep, YouTube run ads on my channel, and I'm nowhere close to getting revenues. And so, sadly, yes, they will do some problems like that. Wobbler Production says, you missed my comment on your 2 TARDISes. How many time machines do you need, Zoe? Well, you know, sometimes I have to travel in time while I'm traveling in time. And also, one of them's my escape pod, because this room is like my office that's inside a TARDIS, and I need an escape pod. Why can't I get my... There we are. Sorry, I am losing it tonight. I've only just started, and already my mouse has stopped working, my keyboard stopped working. Oh, I've got the keyboard back. Excellent. It's just been that kind of situation. It's a very, very strange thing. So, we have news. Hello to Sir Patrick Furlong. How are you doing? We have some news, and I'm going to go straight over to the news. And let's see what's in. I'm looking at the Monday Club page at the moment on the Ubi Dooby Tubies. So, the first piece of news we've got... Actually, tell you what... Why don't I just bring this up? Boing! Why didn't that work? Give me the... There we go. For some strange reason, this has just decided that it's not going to work. My mouse has gone again. You'll see that, yeah, connection's lost. I'm going to have to change the batteries. But the first piece of news, as you can see on the screen right now, is Kerno Model Rail Centre is selling the... Hornby 00 gauge B17 Leicester City while stocks last, which seems at a remarkable price for something that big. That's what's going on. But what? Yeah, sorry about that. I have lost it today. Everything is going so weird. We had to go down to town earlier on in a storm, and it's like, wow, that was a good idea. And then last night I almost killed myself accidentally, because I was putting away some of the games that are in here right at the top of the ceiling. And then I fell off the chair I was using as a ladder and landed quite badly on my other chair, which flew into the doorway and broke almost broke me. I've got bruises all over the place. It's ridiculous. So I'm having a great time. Oh, George Butterini, thank you so much. You're very, George, you're very generous. You really don't have to do it every week, but thank you. It's really appreciated. Thank you. So we got this Kerno Model Rail Centre. Rather nice price for something that big. I mean, look at that. That's huge. Then we've got the, okay. Rails of Sheffield are doing an advent calendar with some interesting reduced prices. That's pretty cool. We've got some other stuff though, haven't we? Iron Horse Railway says, Zoe, can you code it so the Monday Club logo can shoot lasers as well as waddle across the screen? If you know, you know. Iron Horse probably can, but I haven't yet. Yes, Billy's replacement mouse would be very useful. Leslie Cooper. I actually do have another mouse, but it's battery operated as well, so I'm on to a loser either way. Now this one was what I was really thinking of coming up with. Highlighting 7 hours ago. Hornby magazine have put out a thing saying, calling all subscribers. Mark Wilson's compact slice of the Great Western Railway's famous Swindon works. Read the full feature online. That's really nice. I'm going to bring it up. We're not going to go through the whole thing, but we're going to have a look. Has anyone had any good Rails Advent deals? I missed the first few, says Mattavel. I don't know what the first few were. So here we are. The Essence of Swindon. I don't know what that is. So apparently if you're a subscriber on Model... Oh, they changed, didn't they? They're now like Key Model World or something. I remember that at the Great Electric Train Show. So we can't see it because I'm not as... Get off the screen. I don't like it when things pop up when I'm trying to do something else. It's very annoying. Web designers, don't do that. It's very annoying. So where we go to? Anyway, Mark Wilson's layout in Hornby magazine looks really, really good. I'm going to zoom this in a bit so that you guys can actually see. Oh, don't do this to me, Facebook. What are you doing? What else have we got? Western Wagon Works have added 3 types of ground signals. These things. I want to zoom it in, but Facebook won't let me, which is very annoying. J. Paul Anderson, if by video link you mean the one that you sent last week, I got it in 9:02 last week, so it was just after we finished, so we will be showing it this time. Bagnall Day says, sorry, did you say Billy's replacement, Jenny? Billy's replacement, Jenny's! What am I doing? Ian White says, I love Mark's work. It's amazing. It really is. I'm sorry, but that looks like a real locomotive. And that looks like a real building. The way he's done it, the lighting, the shadows, everything. It's just so good. But Westall Wagon Works, these signals they've got, they look amazing as well. Westall, really, really impressed with what they're doing. Their stuff is great. Hellion has... what's this? Refreshed the O-Gauge Class 55 Deltic. I do like a Deltic. I have to admit, Gronks are my favourite, but the shape of that Deltic has a bit of something to it. I don't know whether it's an elongated nose on the front or the fact that it looks quite goofy, as if it's got booked. The way the buffers stick out the front of the thing and seem to merge in. And let's see if I can get this big picture up. See this bit here. It looks like they're joining into the main body of it. So it looks like it's got, from my artist's point of view and as a comedian, it looks like it's got buck teeth. That's how I see it. So that's just how it is from my point of view. So it's nice to see the Deltic, and it looks amazing. I know Jenny loves the, what can I say? She loves the prototype one, which is, I had to convince her to buy it. Here's the thing, not everyone knows this. Jenny and I were at the Shildon branch of the train museum. Was it Locomotion? Yeah. And she was umming and ahhing about getting the prototype Deltic. She loves the look of it. We'd been having a look at it all day, and she really liked it. She saw that they had one and was umming and ahhing about getting one. And it was right at the end of the day. We were about to leave. And I said, look, you've been talking about this all day. Go and get that model, or I'm going to go and get it for you. So she went, all right then, and went and got it. She got the last one they had, and by last one, I mean literally they said, we can't sell anymore. We haven't got any more in stock. So she said, pointed to the one on display and went, can I have that? If you're not going to be able to sell anymore, can I have the one you've got on display? And they were a bit iffy, but eventually he agreed. So that's how she got her prototype Deltic. It was the display model. And she only got it because I was telling her, go and get it. She was going to leave it. And it's her favourite one. So there you go. As Iron Horse says, get it! Sorry, I've just... The Coke has bubbles and someone has got down the wrong end. Mr. Flipflop says, how many Billy's replacement jokes can one live chat have? Oh, we have not yet found how many. Hello to Wardle Road. How you doing? So what else have we got? Rapido. You see, everyone's bringing out models at the moment because it's coming up to Christmas and they want some of your Christmas present money, don't they? So Rapido Trains have brought out a gunpowder van. They're in the paint shop. Production is well underway. So they're coming out soon. This looks great. I have to admit, this looks amazing. The way they've got it, it looks dangerous, doesn't it? When you see it's black with red on it and it's got a cross on it, it looks dangerous. Like, there, that's a gunpowder van. I like the design. It's a nice design. So, if Jen were to say, shall we pick one up? I would say, oh yes. What other news have we got? PD models. I have to admit, I do love the design and the amount of detail they managed to... Some of the stuff that they've got is just... It's just lovely. 4th of December and a Small Business Saturday, so that's a few days ago. PD Models are pleased to announce that we're giving customers a 10% discount on all orders over £5 to celebrate being part of the Small Biz 100. Oh, that's very nice. I don't know whether it's still on, but if it is, get in there because their stuff is great. I mean, look at that. Look at the detail. This thing is like tiny. Seriously tiny. I've seen some of that stuff and it's tiny. Fat Baller Boy 2 says, hi Zoe, where's the J to the E to the N to the N? Oh my goodness. J to the E to the N to the N to the Y. Jenny, as she is at work, sorry. That's why I'm here trying to hold this together. Wester Wagon Works Twin Pack. I do love these. Jen's talked about them a lot and they're simply superb. What's this? Akira Scale Scott. And what is this? Guys, perhaps you can explain this to me. Why are they trapezoidal? Because it's a very, I'll admit, it's a very eye-catching thing. Is this one of the really old, like, was it the Pioneer era or something? I don't know what it is. The era of the rocket and the planet, and I love the planet, by the way. They should make a model of that. The planet, the lion. I want to see some more of that really early stuff where they were just learning how to make locomotives. Is this from that kind of era, or is this from something else? Because it's got a very interesting design. I'm assuming that it's to funnel the coal, as if they're going over a pit or something, and then they dump the stuff into a pit. Is that how it works? I don't actually know a huge amount. I always ask Jenny about this stuff. I'm the side that's like, you know, I'm here because I like them because they're pretty. But I like the design. This has caught my eye, and I really do like it. And you know, Akira Scale's going to do something nice, so that's interesting. What else have we got? Here's the one that I really did know because I put this up for Jen. Right. Ham Shackleton says there's oddball-looking coal hoppers were the early one. That explains it. Chaldrons. Chaldrons were used from era 1 to the 60s. Excellent. So I was right. They do look like the first stuff. The Summit Beam. HGAAB. The Summit Beamish. Guys, I'm going to jump over to the other... Why have all of my buttons have stopped working? Okay, guys, I want to tell you a bit of a story, and I've moved the TARDIS because it was interfering with the mouse. Here is my TARDIS. Haha. So anyone that's trying to start a spot, there is another one. Well, the Productions has already found it, but guys, Beamish. Someone's mentioned that HTAAB has already mentioned that there are some of those Chaldrons at Beamish. I'm from the northeast. I'm from Durham, as you might be able to tell from the accent. Although not everyone can, because I've been asked by my sister-in-law, so what part of South Africa are you from? And most people around Bolton Way, which is where we are now, say, so what part of Ireland are you from? Because apparently my northeastern accent sounds a bit Irish. I'm not sure, you know. But because I'm from the northeast in Durham, Beamish was a very close thing to us. So our school trips were usually to Beamish. Beamish or the Captain Cook Museum. Captain Cook, very cool guy. Beamish, quite interesting, but not when you go every single year for 12 years. Just one of those things. So, we used to always go to Beamish, and we were never allowed down the mine. Because, for some strange reason, our teachers thought we might get lost. And apparently, even if you've got permission slips, you're still not allowed to leave the children in the mines. I think, you know, risk it. What kind of damage can they do? But, there was one time we went down there, and it was amazing. The amount of space that these miners had to fit in, you're basically crawling in, laid on your back, trying to chip away at the coal at some points in that mine. It's no wonder they had children down there. I don't agree with it. I don't think child labour is a good idea in that respect, but I understand because they're the only ones that would fit. So I can see why they would have the mining things like that, because they looked quite small. And if you're building up a huge amount of stuff, you'd roll it out and take it up with the pit ponies or whatever. I don't know exactly how, and then you'd dump it out. So I can understand why they'd be small, but they look tiny. I mean, I've got nothing to scale, but it would be quite interesting to see whether that's the kind of thing that was used down the pits as well. Maybe you guys know more about it than I do. I'd love to hear, where were these used? Were they actually used around the pits or down the pits to get the coal out? Is that what they are? Were they also used elsewhere? Let me know, because I don't know. Let's do an educate. Okay, let's go back to this. Right, let's see what we've got this. Jennifer Garrett says, cauldrons wagons are associated with the County Durham from the earliest days of the railways. The last were withdrawn in the 1970s from Seaham Harbour. Wow, that is amazing. My goodness. The Severn Valley Railway are restoring one of Beamish's steam locomotives called Dunrobin, says Bentel. Oh, that would be interesting to see. I really think I should go and see that. Okay. What else we got? I think the coal wagons are short wheelbase for rough laid track around the pithead. Ah, there we are. Andy Ash, thank you very much. Yeah, with a modern railway says, your accent does not appear Irish to me. Yeah, you'd have thought it wouldn't you? And Don Gets Modern Railway says, oh, you have a squishy talking dialect too. I do. Let me tell you what it says. As you might expect. Yeah, and everyone's saying, laughing at the idea that I might have a South African accent. I don't know where it came. Why? Why would you think that? Andy Rook says, watch out, Doctor, a Dalek has spotted the TARDIS and flying up to it. Yep. But he's kind of got caught, so he's alright. Alex Dent says, hi Zoe, how are you? I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you? Donget says, in the early days, those wagons were mainline wagons. As technology developed, they were banished from the mainline, but stayed in use as internal user wagons. Excellent. That's wonderful. So there we are. Yeah, Paula Donovan, hello. It's a change tonight. No, Jenny, but Zoe's doing a bit. I'm trying, yes. Aiden's Railway says, Zoe, they have one of the children wagons on the main road leading up to Beamish near the infamous No Place. They do! Yes, that's where I've seen it. Okay, guys, do you know the story of No Place? It's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to bring this up. No Place is an actual location in the Northeast, and it is hilarious why. Tax collectors, back at the dawn of the Exchequer and things like that, would go around and ask people where they were from and then collect taxes, the appropriate taxes. And apparently some of them would take a psychic, or at least someone who was thought to be a psychic, in order to try and cajole people into giving correct answers. So for tax purposes, one village decided to change its name on the grounds that if it was called No Place, then a truth-telling psychic would not be able to tell the tax collector that a person was lying when asked where they were from. And the other point was, if they called it No Place and when asked where you're from for tax reasons, you said No Place, then you couldn't be taxed for having a home because you were from No Place. That's why, so the entire place is now called No Place for tax reasons, specifically for tax avoidance reasons. It's lovely, isn't it? It's fantastic. I do love that. It's history, especially daft history like that, is just so good. Paul Murphy says, Zoe, I don't care where you're from. You're doing a great job. And thank you so much. I'm trying to keep it together because unfortunately Jen can't be here tonight, but she will be back next week. So, DL Warren says, does Pity Me have a similar story? Unfortunately not. I wish it did. Pity Me is simply from Norman French. They went up to there, found a rather large lake that they thought was a small sea, so called it Petit Mer, or small sea. So Petit Mer, it came into northern Eastern English as Pity Me. That's just a bad translation. For the same reason that we now call bœuf beef, because we couldn't pronounce bœuf. So, we've got the Hellion 2022 range. I think this is the last of the news. No scale model scenery as well. It's Friday, folks, which means it must be time for a new product. Bracken and Ferns. Let's have a look at those. Wow. Oh my goodness. Scale Ferns. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Lovely. So yeah, have a look at the... They've even got them in different colours. Oh, I'm happy. I need some of those for a little diorama. That is fantastic. Leisure Gilpin says, a friend makes resin children wagons in O-Gauge. Oh, nice. That would be lovely. So, let's have a look at the Hellion range. I had to copy all of this out of their press release and then put it onto here because Jenny doesn't know how. I am not joking. Jenny didn't know how to get the information from a press release onto Facebook. So I had to do it for her. Every time you see one of these big lists, it's because I did it. New items from, who is it, Hellion? Yeah, from Hellion for 2022. A 00 gauge BR Ruston Class 07. I think I recognise a 7. It's got in BR Blue, Weathered, Green, and British Army Green. Very nice. New liveries on the British Rail Class 14. A BR... I think someone did mention... the Clayton. I can't remember what they mentioned about it. Did we talk about that last week, the forthcoming Clayton? I have a feeling like we did. That would be quite cool. BR Salsa Type 2, Class 25. New liveries for the 33. A new version of the BRCW Hastings Gauge Type 3. That's a mouthful, isn't it? My goodness. the BR33. The Class 35 High Mech. And the GWR diesel railcar in 00. That's nice. New liveries on passenger rail cars. Chocolate and cream, crimson and cream. Jenny does like a crimson and cream. They've even got some O-Gauge stuff as well. A Class 37. You know, O-Gauge, I have to admit, O-Gauge seems to be getting a lot of love these days, which is so nice. It's so nice to actually see that because I know for a long time it's like the rich man's hobby to have O-Gauge because this stuff costs a fortune. And now we're getting... They're not cheapest, but they're comparable at least. So it's nice to see that. So we've got a Class 37 coming in new liveries. The Class 37 new model with a split head code. That's cool. New liveries for the Class 50. A new model of the... Hold on. O-Gauge Deltic. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is very, very nice. That's going to be interesting. Iron Horse says, I quite like the scroll and talk format for the news. Maybe Jen should carry it over. Yeah, maybe. That would be quite nice, yeah. Because that way you get to see what's going on as well. I'll talk to her about it. You never know. Tim Davies says, so Zoe was lost in translation. Essentially, yes. Yes, it was. Jeremy Clay says, I'm looking for Thomas the Tank Engine warehouse for the sheds for HO, and it has to be Snapchat or Easy. I'm assuming it's not Snapchat. Snaptrack or Easy Track? Who was the one? Tim. I think it's Tim. He has all the Thomas the Tank Engine stuff. So, Tim, if you're here and want to talk to Jeremy Clay about that, that might work out very nicely for him. We've got loads and loads of stuff. There's so many photographs that came with this as well. It took ages to upload. These look fantastic, don't they? Let me go back. There's the Daltic, yeah, that we saw. But look at this. And given the what's the word? Tampo. Given the quality of Tampo printing these days, I bet that's going to look amazing when it finally arrives and we get to see it. The level of detail in things. To be honest with you, I've taken the photographs for Jen's stuff. I've got my right next to me, in fact, ready to go. I have a little macro lens, and the amount of times that I go to have a look at stuff on from the Tampo printing using the macro lens to make sure that we've got the right shot, and I can actually read it. I'm amazed. I really am. So the quality is really good. And that detail, that looks fantastic. So I look forward to seeing some of these. I love a Daltic. They've got a nice quality to them. Oil tanker, is it? There, like this. See, I'm going to make my mouse look massive. There you are. So you can see where I'm circling. The builder's plates and stuff. I would have no doubt that with the quality we get these days, that you will be able to read what's on that plate. And just to have that is just superb. A CAD model, I'm not sure what that is. I am terrible with these. Okay, that looks interesting. That is an interesting looking locomotive. I like the livery. It's got a very contrasting livery. That's cool. Ah, this is the Clayton, isn't it? Excuse me. That looks like a very interesting look for rail freight. And then the Army one. That is a nice one as well. Green and orange. You don't often see that. They're very clashing, contrasting colours. Empty to Nuneaton. I want to make a joke about Nuneaton, but I'm not going to because it's not very funny. Okay, guys. So, oh, it's a puffin. So we're going to leave the news there, I think, and come back to Logan Clary says, and overpriced. Okay, fair enough. So I'm going to bring the webcam back up now and drop that down so you get to see Totoro in the corner. Is that the catfish wagon? I'm not entirely sure. Here's the biggest issue. I don't know a huge amount about model railways. I'm trying my best here, but what I do is I am more of like a diorama or a scenic modeler. I like models. I also do build, where is it? I do build model kits. I like building kits. So what I've got here is a Dundas Models DM62 Blanai Festiniog third class planked coach, which I'm going to build. Warbler Productions knows about this. I bought it at the Great Electric Train Show while he was with me. And I'm going to build stuff like that. I do that kind of thing. Jenny is the locomotive expert. And James Furman says, what madness is this? Now I know I'm in the Mirror universe. Is this reality? Zoe is a train builder and Jenny is the Trekkie. Jenny is a Trekkie. Not as much as I am, but she is a Trekkie, so peace and long life. But yeah, I'm more of the model builder dioramas and things like that. Stuff that I can use as scenery and background shots and things like that for films, because I'm a filmmaker as well. So that's more like what I'm into. So I can't actually identify the trains or the rolling stock for the most part. But I try my best. Let's put it that way. I try my best. So Ben Tullett says, UK Ingle Nooks are based on pre-1990s operations, so it's mostly the small-size wagons, like the troublesome trucks off Thomas the Tank Engine. Peter Jackson says, you built the X-Wing and TIE Fighter, didn't you? I did. Let me just get those. If I just bring up the other camera, I'll get those. So now you get to see that this room is incredibly small. I kid you not. It literally is a cupboard. If I grab the TIE Fighter, here it is. And it took me hardly any time at all to put this together. It's a lovely model. It really is a lovely model. And it even has an opening hatch on the top. So, so you can get the guy in and out if you want to. It's fantastic. And I love it. That's the kind of modelling I got into. Although, funnily enough, I didn't get into it modelling firsthand through Star Wars. You'd have thought I would, because I adore this sort of thing. What I actually got into was model aircraft. I don't have any model aircraft in here. Although, if I just lean over here, I don't want it to fall over again. I fell yesterday. Here's the X-Wing. Now, if you've watched the Monkey Builds episode on the X-Wing, you know what I'm going to say next. Here's an X-Wing. It's amazing. It's really detailed. It's fantastic. It looks great, and it's a lot of fun to build and play with. The X-Wing is a giant thing. It's huge. You have a guy here and a droid here. This is a TIE Fighter. It's a two-person ship. So why is the X-Wing smaller than the TIE Fighter? These are from the same company. They're not to the same scale. I don't know why. Why? It's ridiculous. Iron Horse Railway says, I had a TIE Fighter toy as a lad that exploded when you pushed a button. A bit like this Star Destroyer, which opens up, and if you run it at the right point and then press a certain button, this front part splits in half, and all these balls fly out. I have no idea. Why is a Star Destroyer full of balls, and why do the balls look like they're mini Death Stars in green? I do not understand the logic behind these things. I just don't get it. Split Rock 323 says, did they have a model railroad on the Death Star? You'd have thought they would, but they have kind of just lifts and things like that. SHGP Media says, Revel kit? Yes. Yes, that's it. The Revel ones. Oh, can I put that back without it falling? Yes, I can, kind of. Oh, so it's like, why? Why would they do that? I have no idea. Iron Horse says, also had an X-Wing and a Millennium Falcon that played sounds. Don't know why, as I wasn't into Star Wars. Yeah, but let's face it, everyone had one of them, didn't they? Ben Tullett says, Zoe, I was mentioning that you need to get an Inglenook layout designed with Jenny from Monkey Builds. Then you can have your own small layout which can be operated as a puzzle. That sounds like my kind of thing. I do like puzzles. So yeah, that sounds like my kind of thing. Tim Davis says, because reasons. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Melchester says, I was expecting Kinder Surprises to find. I'm not that obsessed with Kinder Surprises, although I am trying to collect all of the little Kinder guys. These are the Christmas decorations. They're in the Kinder Christmas ones at the moment. And unfortunately, my local co-op has run out of Kinder Surprises because I ate them all. Okay, to everyone who's popping off, thank you so much for coming. It's been great for you. Great fun to see you all. Kev MC says, Zoe, what's next to the GameCube? Let me bring that up again. Okay, next to the GameCube is here, and it's got the Game Boy player underneath it. Then I've got next to it what's called an N joypad. And I don't think I can pick that up and show you because it's all plugged in. Actually, no, I will. Let's see what I can do. If I disconnect it all, drop that there, and pull the wires out the back. Okay, let's have a look at this. Just the webcam, yeah. This is an N joypad. It is a clone console. It's a Famiclone. It's actually, basically, it's the Japanese version of the Nintendo Entertainment System. And it's a clone one. It's really daft. It plays old NES and Famicom games, and it's completely unofficial. The only reason I've got it is because it was a couple of quid in a charity shop, and I thought, that's different, I'll pick it up. Normally I wouldn't have gone for it, and it turns out it's actually really good. One of my favourite games is on there, Popeye, the old arcade version of Popeye. Great. It's completely modified to try and hide the fact that it's ripped off, but it's really good fun to play. Iron Horse Railway says, yeah, Inglenook layouts are easy to make and offer lots of fun. You can make one with just 2 sets of points and some spurs of track, a handful of wagons and a loco. Is that the kind of layout that, who was it? Enwins 3D. Enwins 3D. Was that the type of layout that they were doing? It's like the layout in a box, where they basically give you a blank layout and then you could decorate it to however you wanted. Is that the kind of layout you're talking about? Because that would be really good. Dongit says, but from a CD, those games are normally on cartridge. Yeah, okay. Technically, it's not a CD player. There is no way to read a CD here. It takes small discs that are shaped like CDs, but what they actually do is the size of them determines which of these 3 buttons are pressed down. And that determines which ROM inside here is loaded into memory. It is a cartridge system, but in a very strange way. So that's the N joypad, and it's ridiculous. James Furman says, best Kinder toys were the planes and the giant sub. I don't remember those. Have I missed out? That's unfortunate. Okay, what else have we got in here? Well, everything's gone. Leslie Gilpin says, isn't Grove Street Yard in Inglenook? I'm not sure. But if it's how you describe them, then technically, yes, it probably is. Paul Murphy says, Zoe, do you like Christmas? I'm a big fan of Christmas. However, I don't celebrate it. I'm a big fan of making other people happy by giving them presents that they like. That's the part of Christmas I like. And seeing family. That's the bit I like. Ben Tullett says, Zoe, have you got the Christmas tree up yet? Ours is up and it has Hornby Santa Express travelling around the bottom. Lovely. Oh, that's lovely. Dongit says, so all the games are in it already and you just need a binary code of which buttons are pressed down. Yeah, it only has 3 discs as well. Apparently there's a hidden function somewhere inside it which will give you access to every game on it, but it's like 56 different games or something. It's actually not a bad system. Ben Tullett, I have the tree up. However, we don't have a little railway going around it yet. It's just how it is. Do you guys remember when Jen did that joke review of Old Number 9? The railway that was in a box. Let me see if I can find it, because we can show that. This system is built differently to Jen's, so let's see if we can get things running. And it was one of those oddities. I found it in a shop and thought that would make an amazing fun a little review as a little joke thing. Oops, everything falls over in here. It's ridiculous. I am now going to mute the microphone for a second while I plug in the... Okay, right. Now that's plugged in, you'll be able to hear properly when I come to YouTube. Jenny Kirk, Old Number 9. Yes, here we go. So this is Jenny's review of the Old Number 9. If I bring it up on the screen. Oh, for goodness sake, get off the screen advert for Fitbit. I don't want to advertise Fitbit on this. I hate YouTube sometimes. It shouldn't show adverts on what is technically my own thing. Wow, this is going back to December 2018. This thing here, Toy Train in a Tin. This is what I was talking about, Toy Train in a Tin. And we have this usually going around the tree underneath. It's the simplest thing. I found it in a shop and it was a joke. And I decided, yeah, we've got to have that. So we ended up with this thing, and it usually goes round under the tree. However, I haven't put it out this year because I forgot about it. Oh no! Yeah, I've completely forgot about it. Yeah, double the.
Oh, I mean,
What can I
feel
say?
the quality.
YouTube are making adverts upon adverts more and more, and they slide them into ridiculous places, and then tell creators that they're only supposed to put them in certain places. The places in a video that seem natural, and then it just sticks them in wherever it wants. It's very annoying. So we have this thing going on. Can you guys hear this? Yeah, you can. So I'm talking over Jenny. Sorry about that, Jenny. But this thing is great. I want to show the bit where we start running it, because it's fun. Normally I have this going round under the tree, but this year I forgot about it. So it's tight. Oh, that's not it. There it is. And it's battery packed. It just runs and runs and runs. It is so fast.
Ease of use, this track is so easy.
But look, it's daft. It hardly works. It bounces more than runs. And it's just ridiculous.
I've got to give it
I love it.
12 out of 10. No, 1200 out of 10.
So that's what we tend to do. That's what we tend to have around the tree. And now that you've reminded me, I'm going to get that out. Sorry, Gav. Hello there. He says, I've got that. Kids bought it for me last year. Excellent. I put it underneath the tree. It's great. So let me just check it. I see what Jenny means about how hard it is to talk for 2 hours straight. Because file that one under doesn't look like it does on the. I know, it's ridiculous. Number 9 is the Union of South Africa, isn't it? I don't know. But it doesn't look like what it's meant to be. It's just ridiculous. James Furman says, oh my goodness, I had this. I got mine from the hypermarket in Fratton Road. Mine ran on a single AA battery. Yeah, that's it. It's almost as big as the battery, if I remember correctly. The battery takes up most of the bottom. It's great. I do have to say, it's cute, it's fun, and I love it. Looks bumpier than the Class 139 ppm that runs the Starbridge shuttle. Yeah, that was on a flat surface, and it still jumps. It's ridiculous, but it's got so much charm to it. Jen isn't a fan, I have to admit. She is not a fan, but I love it. So I hope you guys have been having a fun week. And like I say, to everyone who's late in, Jen can't make it this week, which is why I'm here, trying to hold down the fort. What a turn of phrase! Hold down the fort, as if it's gonna float away. Like, hold it down. It's going. I can't hold it any longer. Yeah, no, it's hold the fort, not hold down the fort. The fort is not going to float away. So I'm holding the fort while Jen is unable to join us this week because of work. But I'm trying my best. And so far, I haven't had to resort to trying to do a stand-up routine, which is great. Because as you guys might know, I am a stand-up comedian, and I try to be funny, and then Jen doesn't laugh, because that's Jen. I love her, but she's annoying. Where did I put my X-Wing? Oh, there it is. Alright, I haven't lost it. Well, I have lost it, but not in that particular sense. So we are going to look at your videos as well. I believe there's a fair amount. If I try to bring up my webmail, then you guys will see just the amount of nonsense that I've got. Oh my goodness. And hopefully, can you show Jenny's very first videos as Mel just? Oh my goodness, that would be amazing. Let me see. I'll show that in a moment. I'm just going to have a quick look at how many we've got in the Monday Club. It automatically, whenever you guys send a thing that has Monday Club in the chat in the title, then it automatically marks it for reference here so that I can find them all. That's how we do this stuff, you see. And apparently I've got 22 in here. Most of them are modern, but some of them are older because if someone sends in multiple videos every week, then we kind of have to stagger them. And that's why if I scroll down, you'll find that some are unread. Any that are unread are because I have made sure that things don't come up, don't get lost, basically. Flymer Chairman 1 says, I've tried stand-up, just keep falling out the wheelchair. Oh, Flymo, that is a brilliant joke. But yeah, so we got plenty to come for the videos. Einhorn says you don't need to play the video I sent in if there's limited time. Don't worry, don't worry. So, I'm currently on Jen's. I've been using Jen's channel all day, so you see all kinds of weird stuff that comes up here. That's because I've been looking for strange things to try and make jokes about. So if I go to YouTube Studio and go for oldest video, let's see what I've got. I think, just to make sure, I am going to quickly turn off that part, just to make sure that you guys don't see anything that she doesn't want me to show you. So if I go to date and go in reverse order, oh my goodness, it's public. So I'm going to bring it up. View on YouTube. Turn the adverts off. Not adverts, not the advert. Turn the volume off for the adverts, that's what I'm talking about. What's that noise in the background, says Southern Train Girl? You mean me talking? You might hear a few other things as well. Okay, Jenny's first video. You will not believe what it is. Jenny's first video is a New Year's message. I kid you not. So we're going to see it now. Let me do that again so that you actually hear it.
Hi, this is Jennifer. This is a video at the end of 2010. I thought that as the Queen gets comforted today, a few New Year's Eve. And as you probably hear, and probably just from the way I look as well, I've been rottenly ill with flu and still trying to get over that. Putting on a brave face for an hour or two and then I'll go back to bed. But I thought I'd wish you all a happy new year and I hope that 2010 has been as good for you as it's been for me. It's been quite a good year actually, even if I say so myself. But I'm secretly hoping that 2011 is even better and I hope it is as good for you as it is for me. Maybe that's a two-way comment. So if you have a rotten year, just be smug in the fact that I'm probably having a rotten year as well. And take good care of yourself. I was supposed to be at a party tonight, but I thought probably it was a good idea not to spread the old lurgy around, so I stayed at home. And also I think a 4-hour drive would not have been the best thing to do with flu anyway, even if I wasn't spreading germs around, because I feel absolutely rotten. So my sympathies here do go out to every single person who has had flu or is having flu, because it is an awful, awful illness to have. I do hope that I don't have it again. We're taking the flu jab next year, I think. Let's see if that helps. I'll probably just catch something different. I'll have mumps next year instead. So my luck. It's been a great year for signings. We've done a lot of signings, and it's been good to see the turnout though. It's good to see people, have a chat with people, see what people think about the work. And hopefully 2011, see a good deal more of you at the signing tour that we've got booked to come. I will be feeling an awful lot better. I assure you I will not be spreading lurgy around. So see you then. Have yourself a very good 2011. This is me, Jennifer Kirk, wishing you wealth, health and happiness. Not necessarily in that order. Take care. Bye.
Oh my goodness, 10 years ago and she's talking about diseases. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Wow. So there we go. Yeah, she had the lurgy even back then. Oh, you see, get to see my my desktop there with Totoro. Totoro is great. Southern Triangle says, why do I get a feeling Jenny isn't going to be happy with you, Zoe, after seeing this? Well, yes, but she was young and pretty, so I'm sure she'll be happy with that. Melchester says, so coronavirus was around in 2011. Well, technically a coronavirus was, because if you listen to the epidemiologists and things, the coronavirus is a type of coronavirus. It's just weird. I believe the common cold and the flu are both classified as coronaviruses. It's just not the same as the coronavirus that we've got now. Penna Lane says, I thought you were live streaming here then from her workplace. Not quite, no. Split Rock 323 says, what a start. You've created a wonderful community since that time. She really has. Jen has, I tell you that, this guys. Jen has worked flat out to try and build her channel and make sure that she can do the best she can. And to make sure that everyone else is built up at the same time. It's just how it is. And she's worked flat out to do that. So yeah, I'm very proud of her and what she's managed. So yeah. Einhorst says, fatal mistake there, Zoe. Jenny was. Oh my god! I hadn't even realised I'd said that. She was. She still is. She's still lovely and young and pretty now, but she was young and pretty then as well. Jenny, please don't hit me when you see this. I'll bring my duck in as a shield. Like, Jenny, stay away. Oh, hello to Jerry BVR. How are you doing? And thank you for the email today to say that you've managed to get the what was it? The pug that you won last week. Congratulations. What is it? James Pett says influenza is not caused by coronavirus. Different type of virus, but some common colds are. That's it. Sorry, I was getting it wrong. I am a. For those of you who don't know, my degrees are in particle and nuclear physics and company law and contract. I have 2 degrees. I am not a geneticist. I am not an epidemiologist. So I sometimes get things wrong when I'm talking about things that I've remembered, haven't read something somewhere. Usually about 9 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning, depending on when I've finished work. I read in bed before I go to sleep. That's how I do. Confucius say, when in hole, stop digging, says Valley 56XX. Yes, but if I keep digging, I'll eventually get out the other end of the hole, won't I? Dominic Zed says, Zoe, did you know that Dicky Toys had the Kickline license to produce all the diecast cars from the show? I did not. I'm not really a big toy cars fan. I do have a collection of some cars. All of the Hot Wheels or something, they did a collection of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cars. It's like 5 of them. And they're ridiculous. Only one of them's ever been in the show. And I've got one of them here. Where's it gone? It's in there somewhere. I have a big drawer full of just random stuff I can grab to use in shows. And it's in there somewhere. But the rest of them are on the... J. Paul Anderson's, what's that chuffing sound in the background? Oh yeah. Okay. I can't hear. I'm deaf. I can't hear it. However, I'm looking at my microphone and it's bringing something up. What is it picking up? Nothing's on screen. Nothing should be coming through. Okay, let me just check one thing. If I turn off the audio coming from the computer. Okay, the computer is sending something through. Okay, now it's not. Nothing's coming through now. So something's on the computer line. What is on the computer line? It's a clean line all the way around. Nothing should be on it. That is very strange. How strange. That is really odd. Okay, I just stopped talking to check my... I'll bring this up on the screen so you can see it. As you can see here, I have got the audio mix here. And if I stop talking, as you can see, it's gone down. Everyone's saying the sound is gone. All I can hear is a fan. It was audio mixed to sound. Yeah, something's on the computer's line, which tells me the gain is probably... Oh my goodness, who turned up the gain? Right, let's have a look at this. Special effects? I don't want special effects. Turn that down. Turn down the gain to the base. And if I turn this back up, it shouldn't work. It shouldn't do anything. Okay, how about that? I've turned the thing back up, but for some reason, effects were on, and that shouldn't have happened. Yeah, that looks like it's doing alright now. So hopefully we'll get a cleaner sound now and cleaner signal. Actually, where's my headphones for this? See if I can hear something. Yeah, that sounds better. Okay. There is still something. I can kind of hear something in the background, but yeah. Okay, that should be better. Sorry about that. That's... Yeah, like I say, as I say, I'm deaf. For those of you who have met me and thought I wasn't listening to you or was talking to you about something that you hadn't said, but I thought you'd said, that's the reason. I mostly lip read. Yeah. So you know what to do if you ever want a chuffing noise. Yeah, apparently. Everything should be clear now, though. Sorry about that. So, guys, what else have we got? Well, it's 8 o'clock. We're going to do the video soon. But I want to say thank you so much for sticking with the show, even though Jen couldn't make it here. I wanted to make sure that, because this is your club, that you weren't missing out. And hopefully we've done that this week. So I was thinking of doing a retro game. I want to show you this. This is what I was thinking of doing. If I bring it up, YouTube, yeah, and type in Southern Belle CPC. Amstrad CPC game called Southern Belle, and some people have already played it, so that's good. I'm going to bring this up. You'll get to see it. This is from a channel called S2325. I was thinking of playing something like this. And it's a very old computer game where you take, I believe, you go from London Victoria down to Brighton. And you have to run the train according to all of the correct signals and the correct speeds and the correct timing and all of that. I thought it would be quite fun. And then I realised I didn't know how to actually drive the train because I've never been very good at the game. So I'd have had to practice, and because I'm doing this and stepping in fairly late on, I didn't have time. So perhaps in a later episode, we'll get Jen to try this out, and I'll direct her once I've learned how to do it. But that's the idea. Jamie Smith says, it's ticking, turn it off. If it's ticking, duck. Bombs. Melchester says, oh my goodness, I remember that game. Yeah. I'm going to have to try and play it at some point. I think it'll be fun. A lot of you said she had Southern Belle on the Spectrum. I have a Spectrum here. We could play it on that. I was going to play it on like the Amstrad CPC, but ZX Spectrum would probably run it quicker because of the way the Spectrum works compared to the Amstrad and how it handles graphics. So we may have to do that at some other point, but that's the idea anyway. So we've done the news, and we've had a bit of a chat. Iron Horse says it's like a really basic version of Train Sim World. Yes, Jen was actually suggesting I play Train Sim World on this stream, but that would have meant having to go into the bedroom where she was sleeping earlier on and disturb her before she went to work, which is not a good idea. And then grab I have this device that allows HDMI to be converted down to something that I can put into this Mac via my various gadgets to run it. And I could have done the Xbox that way, but I would have had to wake her up and all of that, so I couldn't do it. But again, we will get a stream, probably a special, probably won't be a Monday Club, it might be another one some other time, where Jen plays Train Sim World and then I try to direct how to do it because Jen doesn't know how to work a controller. Jamie Smith says, Zoe, can you lip read then? Yes, and to a certain extent I can do sign language too. Had to learn because my hearing is not very good. Or, as we would say. Einhorst says, it's a brilliant game, to be honest. Not perfect, but still good. Jen has never let me live down this one time when I was playing Train Sim World and got out of the train. I parked it at a station, got out, because Train Sim World has this little thing where you can get an achievement if you look at all of the notice boards and all of the various posters at each station. So I was doing that. I had forgotten to put the handbrake on the train, though. So I turned round and we saw a train just going past the station. And Jen said to me, isn't that your train? Isn't that where you're driving? I said, well, no, I've parked it at this... Oh, no, my train's gone. And we had to run after it. I had to run down the track to get the locomotive back, jumping in through a door that I'd left open while the train was moving. And she has never let me live that down. Every single time that I mention Train Sim World, Jen's like, oh, remember that time you forgot the handbrake? Every single time. Dongit says, you can fix that, assuming you're playing on PC. Control 0 will put you back in the sleep. That's not as fun. I was also playing it on Xbox One, so, well. James Pett says, if you're doing train game live streams, have a go at Simutrans. I don't know that one. I'll have to have a look for that. I don't know that one at all. So I'll have to look it up. XMG12 says, wasn't there a CD simulator 20 years ago that came with Hornby train sets? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I do, however, know that there is a little something. Where is it? Where's the... Oh, I may have misplaced it in the accident last night. For those of you who don't know, because you weren't here earlier on and came in later, I had a bit of an accident yesterday where I fell off a chair while putting some games away in here, and lots of stuff went all over the place. And it looks like the CD that I was about to show you was one of the things that got knocked around and misplaced. Where is it? Oh, that's a shame. Because it's a CD full of for the complete route from Settle to Carlisle, and you can drive the train, and it's got proper real world footage, actually videoed of the real world, and it would have been a great thing to show, but I can't find it. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to hunt around the entire office for that. That's a shame, because that would be quite interesting. But yeah, a CD from back then, CD simulator came with Hornby train sets. I think I need to find that just to add to the collection. Historically, this... I'll show you all this again if I jump the other camera. All of this around me, the entire place, the computers that are here, the games that are on the walls, the consoles. This isn't just because I'm a hoarder or a collector. I'm trying to build a museum to video games. People will be able to come in and use this stuff. That'll be quite interesting. I think it'll be quite fun. So, from a historic point of view, if there was a CD that simulated trains or train sets or whatever it was from Hornby, then I need to get one of those into the collection. So, I'm going to look that up. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, that's coming. I'll find it on eBay or something. Jennifer Garrett says, wasn't it a Hornby layout planning software that you then drive your virtual layout? Oh, I need to see that. That needs to be part of my collection. Absolutely. Peter Jackson says, is Railroad Tycoon still available for PC these days? Yes, it is. I don't know whether it's on Good Old Games or Steam. We can actually have a look at that because I have both GOG.com, GOG.com. I call it GOG, but it's GOG. And this is Good Old Games. It makes old games accessible on modern computers. Railroad Tycoon. Railroad Tycoon 2 Platinum and Railroad Tycoon 3 are on Good Old Games. So there you are. You can see them. And you can just... at the moment, Railroad Tycoon 2 is £2.99. So there you go. It's actually surprisingly affordable. It only runs on Windows though, and I'm on a Mac at the moment, so I can't show you it running. But yeah, still looks good. So yeah, the original Railroad Tycoon though, that is apparently not available. So that's a bit sad. Jamie Smith says, Zoe, are there any 2 words that you can get wrong via lip reading anytime? More than 2. I've pressed the wrong button. More than 2. Absolutely more than 2. You can misinterpret things all the time, which is why the majority of the time when you're lip reading, it's all about context as much as speaking and understanding what's actually being said in individual words. But yeah. Flammer Chairman says, I had a copy of something, but it was like a demo, like the airplane simulator with Microsoft. Yeah, train simulator. Sir Patrick, I believe he might still be in the chat. He found Microsoft Train Simulator. So yeah, there was a train simulator. The original Railroad Tycoon is free to play. Excellent. We'll go for that then. Yeah, absolutely. Ben Tullett says, there's also a virtual model railway game that was sort of European-based game, but had a few British locomotives like the Flying Scotsman. Well, of course it had the Flying Scotsman. Let's put it that way. Jeremy Clay says, Railroad Empire. You get to drive your own train. Oh, lovely. Excellent. Melchester says, lip read colourful. And I love you. Yeah, they are quite similar. But of course, context would give you that. That's what I mean. I have Railroad Tycoon on the PlayStation 1. Cool. I don't have it on PlayStation 1. I do have it in a massive box over in the corner. Yeah, it's behind Darth Vader on my shelves. So yeah, I do love it. I was never a huge fan of the original Railroad Tycoon. I had it, I had played it, and it was fun for the time, but I was never a huge fan. I always preferred Civilization. And then Railroad Tycoon 2 came along, and my goodness, I adored that game so much. It is superb. 3, not as good. Sorry guys, 3rd one, not as good. But 2nd one, with all the different American style... This is why I always prefer the American layouts, to be honest with you. Because of Railroad Tycoon 2. I am more familiar with them, and they're very, very good fun. Dominic says, I found the Italian version of Dicky Toy's Kickline commercial. Excellent. It's always fun to see how other places market things. It's great. Maverick says, is tonight the Monkey Club? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. For those of you who want to send in videos for the... what was it? For your layouts, when we show your layouts, send it to Zoe at zoerobinson.com. URL only, please. I'll put it into the chat. SHGP Media says, I recommend Transport Tycoon Deluxe. You get it on PC and also install the full game on your phone. Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. Transport Tycoon. Yes. Putting in the bus routes as well. And the subways. Love it. Okay, so the person who made Railroad Tycoon had a one-track mind. I love it. One-track mind. Lovely. Simon Trains Model Railway Showcase says that Darth Vader Batman and the Duck was brilliant. Thank you very much. For those of you who don't know what that is, let me try and find it in my hello to Question of Track. Hello, Captain Conti beaming in. For those of you who don't know what the Batman, Darth Vader and Duck bit was, let me try and find it in my archive. This is where I keep all the footage. When Jen does stuff, it's in here. When I do stuff, it's in here. Is it this? Where is my footage of the Duck and Batman? A couple of days ago, wasn't it? That's not it. Oh, it's gotta be here somewhere. This might be it. This is a fireplace one, isn't it? That's not going to be it. Can you open pictures, says Penelane. Yes, I can. I just can't download video because that would go too far. Oh, I've lost the... That's not it. That's me setting up cameras and me setting up cameras again. You get all kinds in my archives. It's ridiculous. Oh, it's a shame I can't find it in the vlogs. Oh, I was wanting to show you all, guys. And it would have been a nice way to segue into the videos. Is this the one? No, it's not. This is it. Right, guys. I think you'll like this. I'm going to bring up the browser and webcam. You are going to love this. Well, I hope you are anyway. Oh, why's the sound down? Let me just turn the sound up again, sorry. So you actually hear it. Here we go.
Hey guys.
I'm Vader. I'm Batman. Love it. So yeah, it's a bit daft, but you know, these things happen. So that was the fun thing. This stuff like that turns up on my vlogs all the time because it's just, I like to have a bit of daftness, you know? So we're going to now start looking at the, why are my buttons not working? Really isn't work. It just doesn't want to do my who knows why the buttons are stopped. I'm gonna have to get the one of those Stream Deck things that I got Jen. So I'm gonna now start with your videos, and we're gonna see how this goes. Where's William T. Loud at the time when you really need him? I know. Lip read the word mice and the word books. Oh dear, I am not going down this route of just saying random words so you can all laugh. That's not going to happen. So I'm now going to jump into, you guys can see my emails down there. My goodness, I have all kinds in here. It's ridiculous. Okay, so Craig Thomas has sent us a Monday Club video submission. Hi Zoe, this is a video for tonight. Just me weathering up my new Gronk. Okay, please skip to 5:20 as it's 10 minutes long. Cool. Let's have a look at this then. And I am going to turn the volume off because adverts come up. Of course they do. Zoe, does your computer have weird yard disease? Yeah. Now we can see what YouTube thinks Jen wants. Coffee. So we skip to 5:20. And this is Iron Horse weathering and detailing a Gronk. Always love a Gronk. I'm going to grab the URL and put it into here. So you guys can hear what he's saying and I can't. Let me just quickly grab my headphones. Oops. And well, since we can deal with the sound today. Oh, we've got music. I'm going to mute that again. I don't know whether we have rights for that, so I'm going to leave that off. Iron Horse, I put this URL into the chat. So what have we got here? My videos have adverts on. I'm not monetized. Yeah, Iron Horse, unfortunately, YouTube's terms of service these days allow them to do this. So we've got a nice view here. Oh my god. Iron Horse, the way you do this is simply amazing. Wow. Oh my god. And you make it look so simple. I assume it's yeah, I've turned the sound off, James, because I simply don't know whether I can have it on or not. Whether you're monetized or not, or whether it's copyright claimed. So I'm going to leave it off. Oh, so you go in with all the... and scrape off little bits. You highlight and also... That is so good. The way you do this, you make it look so easy. I'm always amazed with people who could do weathering this well. That is so... Oh, it's not scraping off. It's a weathering pen. Is that like a watercolor pen? I need to get myself one of those for all my detail. Wow. Oh my goodness. Do you have a mirror? Not a mirror. Do you have like a magnifying glass that you look through, or are you just doing this, getting as close as you can, which is the way that Jen and I do it? That is so well done. I am amazed, truly amazed. This is just so good. Jamie Smith is trying to... Yeah, you see, this is why I'm a digital artist. Because I can do Control Z when I make a mess. So it's powders on a thin brush. Oh, right. Oh, I picked... When we were at the Great Electric Train Show, I went to one of the stands, Art Brush. Pro Art Artist... That's not what it is. I can't remember the name of the guy now. But I picked up a load of these art brushes. And they're so small. So really, really small. And I am so glad I did, because the detail work I can now do with these is just phenomenal. And I got 6 of them because he was doing a deal on the last day. I'm very, very happy to have picked them up. And I cannot recommend these enough. Lovely. Let me try and put these away now. Back in the package so that I don't lose them. Yeah, so only if only Control Z worked in real life. Yeah. And everyone in the chat, you're absolutely right. This is relaxing to watch. It is. Wow. Wow. The way that it just... To have the confidence to do this as well. Because my biggest worry with weathering is, what if I put too much on and I screw it up? I can't take it all off again. But the confidence you're showing here, I know you've done it many times, but that is just... Oh man, going at it with a big brush. That looks like a kind of blusher brush, a makeup brush, putting blusher on. Wow, that is just superb. I am very, very happy with this. Yeah. Einhorst says, I do commission work, by the way. Yeah. Didn't you weather Jenny's, what is it, Clayton? The cement one? Wow, that is superb. Okay, I'm going to jump back off now. Just come over to me again. And that's about... Oh, hang on. No, go back. Jay, to jump back. He just did a quick... Is that the real thing? Or is that your model with a background? I can't tell. Oh, that is so nice. That is wonderful. That is so well done. Thank you for sharing that. That is superb. Philip Metcalf... Grab that URL. Give me the... Come on. Give me the thing, man. Right, here we go. I'm going to jump to the browser. This one is coming from Philip Metcalf. Starting to collect engines I had as a child, he says. Okay, where's the button gone? Give me the button. Okay. Okay, he's got something to say. So let's do this. It's only a couple of minutes. Let's see what he has to say.
Fun to get the trains ad as a kid again. Found one of the Delix I had in this set. Got it on eBay. Tried it. The track was a bit dodgy. Think I managed to fix it. So I had some interesting stuff.
Oh. Oh, wow, a car carrier. Yeah. And he's got some of those pen brushes I was talking about as well. And are they Warhammer figures? I do like those figures. They're nice. Everything's falling apart.
Little noisy. 2 missing buffers, but I can 3D print more of them. Other than that, no problems.
That is superb. I do a little bit of my goodness, the amount of stuff that's coming back up on the screen there, because I've been using Jenny's account to look at stupid things. But I do a bit of Warhammer painting myself. An old Chaos Marine. In the painting of, was it? I can't remember. The weird. They used to be the Emperor's Children, and then they turned to the other side, Sladish or something. I do like to paint them. Any news about improved precedence and Caledonian Blue 812 delivery? I haven't heard anything, and we didn't see anything like that in the news. Sorry about that. So thank you so much, Philip Neckar, for sharing that with us. That's much appreciated. Very nice. Iron Horse says, the powders are harder to use but give excellent results, provided you're careful and take your time. Well, that's me out then. Okay. Right, what have we got here? Steve Harrison says, I saw a post on the stream saying you'd be happy to show some of our work on your stream. Absolutely. Jen and I absolutely want to share stuff on our stream. I recently became an active member of the team which operate and maintain the Hilchester Model Railway at Rail World in Peterborough. I've produced a number of videos in the last month, and this weekend we did our first live stream. Excellent. Great. Keep it up, because live streaming is the future of trying to get a community together. I really do think that. We'd love people to subscribe to us, allow us to do live stream via Facebook, which we currently lack the numbers to do. Oh, I know that feeling as well. This is a video from our model Steam Gala, which we ran in October. Let's have a look at this then. We'll be starting a large-scale scenery restoration project in the new year, and we'll be documenting our progress on YouTube. SHGP Media. Oh, you've been in, so hello. Here we go. So I'm going to bring this up now. And let's hope that this comes up. Yeah. Put the link into the chat. I recognize that one. I can't even... Wow, look at the... Oh my goodness. Look at the size of this. Oh. Guys, wow. That is so good. I have no idea what these locomotives are, but I love it. The textures, the levels. I keep saying this to Jen. The world is not flat, so I love to see model railways that are on levels because it replicates what you see in the real world. Oh, this is so good. Oh. And the height as well. You've got massive hills as your back scene. That is a great way of doing it. This is wonderful. And the depth. Oh, it looks like the railway is going through the land rather than being placed on top. This is wonderful. SHGP says, and I'll be redoing all that scenery. Oh, but it's impressive. Ruben says it's a beautiful layout, and I agree. Excellent lighting. A Kit Kat wagon. I need one of them. Actually, a wagon full of Kit Kats is what I need. That's the future. Layouts you can eat. Oh my goodness, wouldn't that be amazing? Instead of a Christmas cake, you just make a layout cake and just eat it. What am I talking about? Our fiddle yards are under. What an excellent way of doing that. That would, yeah, put the fiddle yard into the back scene. That's a great idea. B2000 RO Toys Channel says, Hi Zoe, I've made 2 Christmas wagons on my 3D printer. How many more should I make? I'm also working on a prop replica model of Thomas the Tank Engine in Gauge 1. Wow, that would be amazing. If you do that, we need to see it. Please share us some pictures. That would be great. Like how many more would you do for Christmas wagons? I don't know. How many can you run at once? Because I think that's going to be the deciding factor, really. I recognise this locomotive as well, but I couldn't tell you where from. This is the problem with Jen not being here. I ask what these things are and she can't tell me. And I'm used to her being here saying, no, it's an X, not a Y. Jamie Smith says, Zoe and everyone, I have to go. It's been great watching you. But thank you for coming along and thank you for the lovely comments. I had to step in at the last minute, so I'm trying my best. I hope you all understand. But thank you for the kind words and hope you have a good night. You know what? This is superb. And I know you're saying you're redoing the scenery, but I like the textures and the colours. It's really nice. Phil Metcalf says, just don't dry brush with decent brushes. I found out Kolinsky Sable doesn't last as long as nylon. Right, fair enough. Wasn't aware of that, but yeah, I tend not to use a huge amount of really high quality brushes myself, because I really like what's his name? Bob Ross, and the speed painting that he does. I like his style. That's my style of painting. So I don't want really high-end brushes because I'm going to spackle and spatter and things like that. And you don't want to break your really nice, expensive brushes. BO2000 says, I'll email the model process. It's 3D printed on our render. Oh, cool. Thank you. Mark Wilson says, collecting stuff from the 60 to 85 is fairly expensive. I've just bought some late livery Network Southeast, so watch the space. Excellent. Simon Trent says, what I would do, Zoe, is look at one of Jenny's models, look it up online, and surprise Jenny on a live stream by telling her what the logo is. I just quickly go on the Hornby or Dayfall website. It's like, wow, so this is an X, Y, and Z. Like, how do you know? Oh, I just know these things. And then she'd look at my phone and see what was going on. That's the problem. Look at the... I don't know what's down. Is that another... I assume down there is another light. Yeah, because there's a tunnel. But the depth is something I really do love on these. How long have we been going? 5 minutes. So I'm not running too long with these. But I like it. This is really, really well done. Okay, we're going to jump on because it is a long one. But I have put the link into the chat so you guys can all see it. So thank you very much for sharing that. That's really appreciated. Thank you so much. I'm going to jump over now. Sorry, what's going? Cheap brushes all day. Absolutely. Need a bit of darkness in those tunnels. A short section of liner should do. Yes, dark in the tunnels. Wonderful. Always good. Absolutely always good. Because it really does give you that that change. Oh, there's 3D printed Dalek rocket railways. I don't know whether that's the one we were told to avoid or the one to use. I cannot remember. So next up we have J. Paul Anderson. If I copy the link. So J.P. And that's in there now. So let's have a look at what he sent. New diorama, it says. So this should be fun. Is this going to bring up an advert? No. So this is new diorama. Oh, bring up the video. Wow. You know, JP, I always love how you do your texturing. This is so good. Wow. And it's nice to see the sides as well, so you get an idea of just how small these things are compared to the real world. Wow. So does the turntable work? That's really well done. Have you scratch built some of these planks as well? Because I like the way that they're not even and some of them are in different colours. That is lovely because it feels more like the real world that way. Oh, look at that water effect. Oh my goodness. Was that water effect or am I looking at the green background? I don't know. But this is so well done. And the little tractors. Those tractors are great. So much good detail. Oh. I like the way you've got the contrasting grass and little bits are coming over. That is great because, of course, grass does grow like that. It all adds to the realism. Wow. And again, different levels with the track because the world is not flat. This is so well done. Oh, great detail on that layout, says Richard Skłodowski. Yeah. Oh, wow, the ivy growing up the side. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, look at the little old car. Oh, there's even people inside the house, isn't there? There's so much going on in this. Every single angle has something to look at. I love this. Oh my goodness, it really does feel special. This is lovely. Yeah, the shades on the light, it's every single bit. It doesn't matter what angle you're looking at this from. It's going to have something interesting to look at. I really do like that. That is amazing. Ah, it was a shine on the other one in the background, that not water effect. Ben Tullett says, Zoe, I got a lovely chocolate-themed wagon the other day, which is the 24-ton ore wagon in yellow with Cadbury's Bourneville livery. Oh, fantastic. So what was it bringing instead of ore? What was it bringing? Cocoa? That would be so cool. Paul Murphy says he's subscribed to SHGP Media. Excellent. Thank you, guys. That's one of the reasons we show these videos off, because everyone should have the chance to be seen. Now, Jen and I both agree on this 100%. Everyone should have the chance to be seen, and YouTube doesn't give people that chance. So the fact that Jen got this far, and we want to take the opportunity to actually show off other YouTubers, because not everyone can be seen. The algorithm is quite unforgiving, and I don't think that's the right thing. So we want to show off what people are doing, give people a chance to be seen, and also we get to share ideas this way. I mean, how many times have I been looking at things on the show and saying, "Oh, I like that," and things like that. It gives ideas, shows other people how you get things done and everything like that. So that's what we're doing here. Okay, we've already got a few more, but we're in 8:30. Andy Brooks says, thought you would send you a picture of the hat with a... Yes! Yes! Guys, I need to see this. Andy Brooks has sent a picture of the layout hat. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm zooming in as far as I can. Look at that. That is amazing. Oh. Different levels, and it's got a spot. That is just simply superb. How amazing is that? Oh. That is... Oh my goodness. That is so impressive, guys. Oh, wow. That is so good. So, do you think the locomotive moves, and if it does, is it on like magnets the same way Jen and I were talking about how to do it? Yeah, have it on magnets so it'll still run and it won't fall off while you're walking around, because that is so good. I mean, imagine that. You are your model railway exhibition. So cool. I love it. Thank you so much for sending that in. That is so good. That is so good. But I still think, for you guys that were laughing at my idea of a layout cake, I think you could make a really good, like a Gronk cake and put it on a giant layout. So thank you so much for Andy Brooks for sending that over. The hat with a layout. That is just so good. I want a hat like that. I want a hat that has a layout on it. I would wear that. I'm a big fan of hats. Normally I'm wearing my... let me pass it up and pick it up. Normally I'm wearing my St. Louis Blues cap, but I can't do that because I knew I was going to put my headphones on. So, yeah. That was amazing, and the guy said it worked. Excellent! I bet it's got magnets in it, the same way Jen and I were talking about how to do it, so it doesn't fall off. I bet it has magnets in it, and that would be the best way. Okay, Charles Gibbs has sent over a photo. Drummond 700 class on Wesley Tor Railway. I'm going to bring this up as well now. Let's have a look at this. How good does that look? Everyone's saying it's a top hat. That is so cool. So here's a lovely one. Wesley Tor. I always enjoy photographs of this layout because he's great at making it look like you could reach in and touch it and making it look real. And the texturing and the way everything is stacked. So it's not flat. Everything has angles to it, and it just looks so good. I love it. It's so well done. Oh my goodness. And every single bit has a bit of texture to it. I'm very big on texture. Texture and colour really make a a layout for me. Iron Horse says, magnets, how to... I love that. The Insane Clown Posse's magnets, how they work. It's just so funny. I love it. It's just ridiculous. Well, that is lovely. Thank you so much for sending that over. The Gonk Children. I like that. So thank you, Charles, for that one. Next up we have... Okay, we've got a quick message from YouTube saying, be careful, never send a message using this email address, avoid replying unless you kind of look safe. Stop talking to me like that, you silly thing. So we've got Melchester Model Railways coming up. I'm going to put this into here. It's nice that Gmail looks out for me, but it's a little bit overprotective at times, let's put it that way.
How many deodorant cans do you think you've thrown away this year?
How many deodorant cans have I thrown away this year? Stupid advert. None. I don't use cans of deodorant. I have a roll-on. Silly people. So here's Melchester with Merchant Navy. I'll bring the sound back up now since we're off that. Here we go. That was cool. That was really good. Well done. Yeah, the proper wheel slip and everything. That looked fantastic. Really did. So thank you for that. That was superb. Well done. And someone said, Andy says, so you look so cool with your headset. Nice one. Well, thank you very much. It barely fits. It's one of those annoying things. If you're wearing glasses and you have these giant things on the side of your... The noise cancel bits, which I don't need, then it pushes in your glasses and it feels so uncomfortable. But at least it looks good. Egg Rider says, I like the concept of deliberately causing some wheel slip in a video of a model railway. That worked well. Yeah, and the sound seemed to go properly with the movement of the locomotives and the carriages. So that was really, really nice. Thank you very much for that. Melchester always puts so much effort in, and it's so great. Okay, what have we got now? So we can go to around 29:20 on the video for some weathering, etc. Okay, so let's have a look at this. This is from, if I bring it up, who have we got this time?
You'll see the bits and pieces of...
Okay, this is Charlie Mcgowan. Okay. Put that into the chat. So where do you say to go to? 29:20. Okay, let's do that. 29:20. Normally you don't see this because I do it behind the scenes. But here we go. So this was a live stream? Oh yes, because we've got the replay down there. Excellent. So we're going to have a look at this now.
How the weathering here at Particle Station with the talcum powder. And
Oh, hang on. You guys can't see it properly, can you? Sorry.
so what I did was I did a bit more weathering, as you can see. That bucket over there is kind of dark. It looks a bit older than what it is when we first put those papers on. And I did the same here with the chimney, and you can see the difference makes.
Oh, so you're weathering the scenery. Oh, you know what, Charles? I'm going to have to watch this again later on because I have the Metcalf Castle to build, and I've always been worried about how to do the weathering on kits instead of stuff. John James, he says, can't hear it. Sorry. I've turned it up as far as I can before the background static will come back in. So hopefully you guys will be able to hear it. And I've put the link in the chat so you guys can see what's going on from there and you'll be able to follow it yourselves. It looks in it. Yeah, I'm having a little trouble understanding what he's saying. I keep saying I'm deaf. It's a little bit troubling. So I'm going to jump back to the main channel now. Thank you for sharing that. Like I say, I've got the link in the chat. So Gone Loco says, "Hi all, arrived precisely later than I wanted to." Ahem. For those of you who haven't seen it before, this is how we do the Gandalf. I have to lower my voice a bit. I'm not the best at voice acting, but I can do it. A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Thank you, Gandalf. Oh my goodness. Paul Murphy says, "Zoe, imagine wearing that layout hat at Royal Ascot. Even the Queen would be jealous." I doubt the Queen would be jealous, but I think she would be very interested and happy with how you'd done it. So have we had any more? That is the last of the Monday Club ones we've had so far. Right, anything else has gone into spam. So I'm going to quickly check my spam folder, which I get a lot of. It's ridiculous. So have we seen... what is this? Aha! Malcolm has sent one. That is not spam. And that is not spam either. Okay. Oh my goodness, enough PS2 games. No, there aren't enough. We only have 80% of the PS2 collection. I need more. I'm going for 100%. Right, where did Malcolm's video go? That's the Deltic, yeah, we've already seen that. So where's his video gone? There it is. Right, Malcolm, we have one more. Title will become clear during the chat. Okay, so let's bring this up. We have one more that we can show you. I'll put this in. And bring this up. Here we go. This is before the waterfall, he says. Well, this is an amazing layout already. Colourful. Loving this. Oh, that. Everything just looks so nice. So this is York. Nice weathering on the coaches as well. I love the lighting you've got here. It's like an early evening. It really... Oh, you haven't seen it before. It's modified. Right, well, we'll have a look at that in a moment then. Thank you, Malcolm. This is looking wonderful. Nice textures, nice use of blended colours as well. That was really nice. Thank you. That was lovely. So he also sent us... before the radiator burst in the lair. Oh, my goodness. You have my sympathies there. So let's have a look at this. Oh, right. Guys, you need to see this. The Deltic has book teeth. I love it. I absolutely love it. That is superb. Oh, that is so good. Oh, you've made my day now. That is wonderful. Right. And Ryder says, I do like the back. Yes, it's very, very nice. You have a great layout there. Okay, guys, that is all I've got at the moment. I've got nothing else coming through. Nothing else has come through in the spam folder. It would fit perfectly in the cars. It really would. Got a huge amount of stupid spam, but I don't see any more layout videos in there or anything like that. So I think that is it. So thank you so much, guys, for sending those in. And I hope you've had a great night. So I'm going to turn that down. You can all see Totoro again. Guys, it's now 10 to the home beat. I'm going to say we should call it a night because we haven't got any more to go through. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've been entertained. Sorry Jen couldn't be here. I wish she could have been because let's face it, Jen knows what she's looking at. And I can only talk about the textures and the colours and the way that people have made the diorama as parts of the models, essentially, and the layouts rather than the locomotives. But I hope we've had a good time anyway. I certainly have. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. Hope you have. Hornby is coming on the Yesterday channel in about 8 minutes' time. For those of you who don't have access to the Yesterday channel, it will be broadcast almost immediately afterward on the Yesterday or UK TV website, so have a look there. I hope you enjoy it. Take care, guys. Hope you have a good night. Stay safe. Jen will be back with a video on Wednesday, and she'll be here on Monday for the next week's Monday Club. But until then, have a great evening. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. Bye. I've lost the... There it is. See you again, guys. Bye. Take care. Live long and prosper.